Hello everyone, time for another Magical Girl Explains video. So before we begin, let me overview what we talked about so far to make sure you understand what this series is about. Basically what I'm doing is I'm gonna read out information from the wiki page for the Magical Chord and all the characters that are on it, and they explain it into full detail. Those being their side stories, what do they have with the main story, and their abilities and fun facts about the characters that you didn't even know. Or just more of a expansion on that topic. Anyways, let's get started with the video. This is the story and info about Felicia Mitsuki. General info. Felicia Mitsuki is 13 years old. She's 151 and 7 meters in height. Her eyes are purple and her hair is a yellow blonde. She is from Minagi Ward in Kimihama City. Her soul gem is a purple gem located on a chain on her stomach. Her weapon is a hammer, and for battle names, the Warhammer. The weapon is directly used in Europe and the Middle East in medieval times. Her witching doppel is Beatrice. Her known relatives are her mother and father, who are unfortunately deceased after dying in a fire. She attends to Chiller Academy and is in the 7th grade. Her wish is to erase everything that happened on her parents' death. She blames witches for it. If you know the actual cause of her death, she says, "I want you, Cube, to make that whatever just happened never happened." So in the anime, she just is kill witches. Her magical girl element is the dark element, and her ability is oblivion, which means the manipulation to wipe in others' memories. Felicia's magical girl summary. Energetic, unyielding, and unfettered magical girl. She hates wishes from the bottom of her heart, wants to get revenge on her parents' death. She lives as a mercenary, waging war against witches all over Kimihama. Her wild expressions during battle are influenced by shogun manga. However, she is gentle at heart and loves animals. My parents were killed by witches. I'll get rid of them all. I absolutely won't lose. Beatrice Doppel info. Since her doppel hasn't fully revealed herself, it doesn't have a 2020 anime card. Her in-game reads, "The Doppel of Tumult. Its form is an eyelid. The master of this emotion falls into a deep sleep while her doppel is present, and it's therefore unable to witness what it experiences. While its master is sleeping, it paints over all incavities with muddy tears that flow from its vacant stare. This duplicate will surely awaken when it recovers the power to crush reality." Felicia's main story. In the main story of Magical Chord, Felicia has two different encounters with Idora, like every character. One being game when she runs into Idora during when Idora and Yachito and Truino are hunting down the third Wasa, Mystery Written or Mystery Water, which we're gonna call it by Mystery Water. After Idora and Felicia accidentally drink the mysterious water that gives them good luck, and to others who drink it, there is a catch. There is a countdown that runs 24 hours. Once it reaches 0, the person that countdown is attached to will have something serious happen to them. In fact, the water is cursed. Countdown will appear as pieces of old paper flying down from the sky or just appearing out of nowhere, with a number counting down. The other way to escape this is defeating the Iwasa. This is also where the Wings of Matrius reveal themselves as the antagonist group. In the 2020 anime, Idora is confronted by Felicia when Felicia reveals to be a magical girl that Idora was on her turf. In the beginning of the episode, she is fighting a witch with Ninaka's group, who we talk about shortly. Felicia acts recklessly and no longer allowed to work alongside Ninaka's group. Felicia lives her life as a mercenary before joining with Idora, Yachito, and Truino to hunt down witches. In both game and anime, Felicia is given a choice to join the Wings of Magius. She uses this with the help of Yachito in the game to trick them. And I forgot the rest of the difference between the 2020 anime, and I'm not spoiling the rest because that would be wrong. Okay, maybe a little by this, but basically you believe the rest of the story by now. Anyway, let's get on to the side story, alright? Felicia's side story. The team of Nanaka Tekiwa, she contains Akiya Shinobu, Miyu-chan, and Kako Natsume, are fighting alongside Felicia. However, Felicia acts recklessly, Nagara having the others order to hold her down. Kako feels uneasy when Akira and Miyu attack the witch. Felicia tells him to stay out of her way. Miyu argues to this, but Felicia explains if she fights it will be easy for the others. When Felicia launches her attack, it makes a shockwave that hits Akira. Afterwards, Akira thanks Miyu for saving her. Felicia apologizes as she explains this happens when the blood rushes to her head. Felicia still points out she defeated the witch. Naraka is not amused. Kako asks Felicia why she hates witches so much, that it can put people in danger. Felicia just says it's her duty as a magical girl to fight them. Naraka then says that she will not fight alongside with Felicia anymore with her group, due to her reckless behavior. She then asks her to leave. Felicia protests this, but Naraka says Felicia is a poor teammate and puts her allies, that being her group, and the other magical girls in danger. Felicia then leaves in anger, telling the others they will be sorry one day. Kako admits that she is worried about Felicia. Felicia narrates that she knew she wasn't capable with Naraka's group from the start. That's when Kyubey arrives and sees the mad Felicia. Felicia realizes she didn't collect her reward from Naraka. Kyubey suggests she go back and get it, but Felicia is embarrassed because of everything that she just said. Kyubey then guesses this is a saving face. Felicia then complains she had little money, and Kyubey suggests she gets some from the place where there is lots of it. Felicia outright refuses that she's going to steal. That is when she got an idea. She looked for a witch and wait for magic girls to arrive and asked for them to hire her, finding the witch's barrier. Felicia goes find a witch's barrier and wait until a magical girl arrived to after it. And 1 hour later, Asuka Tatsuki and Sasara Minagi arrive. Felicia offers them to help with the witch in exchange for high payment, but the two girls decline her offer. Asuka explains about the rumors of Felicia floating around, of how she causes too much trouble. She also claims that Felicia will demand extremely high payment. Asuka and Sasara then leave, but Felicia yells at them to wait, saying those rumors were lies. She insists never to take high payment from anyone. So Sasara asks Felicia the price. Felicia explains it's 1,000 yen, which in US dollars is $559. Sasara thinks it's more money than expected, while Asuka thinks it's too cheap. Felicia also says that she collects grief seeds as payment too. Asuka doesn't believe her and wonders if Felicia is that strong. Felicia then gets angry. Another hour later, Felicia proves herself by defeating the witch single-handedly. She laughs and says that she's the greatest mercenary in Kimihama, the strongest. And that's when Sasara and Asuka agree with her that Felicia is strong, but point out since Felicia had defeated the witch on her own, there's no reason for them to hire her. They allow Felicia to keep the grief seed and then leave. Felicia believes that she was screwed over, that they only made Felicia fight. Afterwards, Kyubey tells Felicia she is going through a rampage after seeing her anger. That is when Kako appears and she admits that she was worried about Felicia. She wishes Felicia could get along with everyone. Kako suggests Felicia should stop getting into fights with others. Felicia then says she doesn't need someone as weak as Kato to worry about her, and believes she was only there because Naraka has told her to. Felicia tells Kato to leave her and then storms off. Felicia shortly after regrets this decision, thinking she went too far. Several days later, Felicia asks Asuka and Sasara to hire her again. Although they refuse, Felicia admits that she can't eat unless she gets work. Asuka relents and then claiming the Felicia honest feelings to come true to her. Sasara then asks Asuka, becoming single-minded when she gets this to agreements. The girls then go to hunt a witch. Meanwhile, Kato makes a contact with Kyubey and asks about Felicia. Kato admits that she senses something dangerous in her heart. Kyubey thinks that hearts might be synchronizing which are the others of feelings and controllings. Kyubey thinks that's why Felicia acted that way. Kyubey decides to tell Kato the story of how Felicia became the magical girl. As Felicia and the other girls fight the witch, Kyubey told the story. Kyubey explains that Felicia's parents, when she pulled a prank, died in the fire when her mother was cooking. It started a fire in their condo. Kyubey then came to offer Felicia a contract, and her wish was, "I want to make it so what just happened never happened." However, her wish was granted differently. Elsewhere, Asuka notes that the witch is strong. The witch attacks, but Felicia blocks it. Felicia then tells the witch not to lay a finger on Asuka. Back with Kato and Kyubey explains that Felicia made her wish while she was confused, which altered the way it came true. It made her believe that her parents were murdered by a witch. Kondo was restored as like it never happened in the first place. The memories of her neighbors were also altered, like her parents went missing. Only Kyubey remained as the only one who knew the truth. Kato was horrified, but Kyubey says there was nothing to do about it. As Felicia goes berserk again against the witch, Kyubey asked if Kato was satisfied now that she knows the truth of why Felicia hates witches so much. Kato says that she'll keep Felicia's story a secret. Kyubey agrees as it's a good idea and that Kyubey will ask Felicia to be friends with Kato the next time they meet. Elsewhere, Asuka thanks Cesaro for protecting her. They find Felicia had fallen asleep after killing the witch. Felicia narrates that she'll destroy all witches. Felicia's abilities. Since the result of her wish was that her memory of her parents' death got changed, personal magic affects the memories of others. She has been seen to wipe others' memories of something that occurs. Felicia's name meaning. His last name means deep and moon respectively. 3 facts about Felicia Mitsuki. Fact 1. Her doppel is named after Beatrice Cenci, an Italian woman who murdered her abusive father with a hammer with the help of her family. Fact number 2. Felicia's name of her witch is also known to have names of many origins before to any official media. Fact number 3. Felicia's Japanese voice actor is Ayane Sakura, who voices other roles as Tsubaki Sarabe in Your Lie in April, Yae Sakura in High Kind Impact 3rd, and our favorite Infinity Girl, Ochako Uraraka from My Hero Academia. Her English voice actor is Lizzie Freeman, who is known for voicing Arabami Mashabami. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry. In Kakeyogurugi, Trish Una in JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, Golden Wind, and Cardinal in Sword Art Online Alicization. And now we come to the ending of Felicia's story. Next magic girl we'll be explaining is Sana Futaba, and you get to know the rest. So, see you next time.